Welcome back to the Montreal Comedy Festival. It's always nice to talk to an old friend, and Ed Byrne is one of them. How are you?
Oh, thank you very much. You clearly have a very short list of friends that I've made it onto the old friend section.
Well, we spoke to each other last about 6 months ago, and there you were being funny, and now you're over here in North America being funny again.
Yes, do me best. I've only done one show so far, which went fine, but it's that thing of, I'm sure everyone's been saying it, I just saw you interviewing Ross there, and I'm sure he has the same complaint, is that it's trying to do 10 minutes and 7 minutes and all that is just really, really hard. And because you are in a place where you do kind of want to impress. You don't know who might be in the audience, and it might not be something, it might not be necessarily a career thing, but just sort of, there's other comics, your peers, industry folk that you'll nod hello to for the rest of the festival, and you want to impress. And you go, oh, I've only got 10 minutes.
I suppose it's difficult because the first 3 or 4 minutes they're getting to decide whether they like you, and then you've got a chance to be funny, so you've probably only got about 5 minutes to actually do material.
Yeah, you've really got to hit them hard straight out the gate. You don't have a lot of time to ease the audience into you.
So how do you do it then? How do you work out what's going to work and what isn't?
Luckily you get to do a few gigs, you know. I mean, I feel sorry for people who just come over, get to do 2 gigs and then go home again. And it's like they're just finding hitting their stride and then they're off. Yeah, you do it. You don't know. That's the bottom line. You don't know exactly what's going to work. What's annoying is I'm emceeing O'Comics, the Irish show, so I have to kind of start off with a bit of, hey, where you from? Hey, is everybody feeling good? I can't just walk straight out onto the stage and go straight into material. So that's kind of irritating. But you know, and if you go out and you start too strong, the audience just aren't ready for it. It's not like they're going to pull laugh muscles, but they're just like, what? Oh, really? A-grade material straight out the gate? No, I'm sorry, we're still just getting comfortable in our chairs. I'm still stirring my drink. You know, it's like you don't have the most exciting scene in a film in the first 5 minutes. You have, you know, something exciting in the first 5 minutes, but you wait till later for the really exciting stuff.
Are you like every other host at this festival where you find the 2 guys on the front row and say they're gay?
No. I've never done that to anyone. I've never done that.
That seems to be the big thing here this year.
It's a very North American thing. The one thing that got me was I was here in 2002, the first festival after 9/11, and anyone who was vaguely tanned was a terrorist. Literally... You could see a guy pick on someone who was Greek. Hey, what about you, Abdul? Yeah, we gotta... You move for the exits, we gotta all around, huh? I was like, really? Really? You know, so at least that seems to have subsided somewhat.
They come up with such gusto and they come on stage with such energy, and you're so amazed by their enthusiasm. You're actually not listening to a word they're saying, I find.
Well, I talk very fast anyway on stage, and then if you've only got 10 minutes and I'm trying to pack 15 minutes into 10, you know, I can sometimes feel myself going, Ed, you have to slow down. These people, a lot of these people consider this to be a second language to them, you know, they speak Canadian English and you speak Irish English really fast. You need to slow it up a bit. So I am aware of that. But yeah, that is the biggest challenge is just picking the exact good bits of material and packing them in. While still trying to appear relaxed.
Are you actually dying inside whilst have this facade of complete calm on the top?
No. As soon as the audience start laughing, I'm happy. You know, it's only if you're struggling with an audience, then obviously on the inside your stomach's doing flip flops and all that. But no, when an audience is enjoying it, I love it. You know, and you can just. Last night, in the first half of the show, it was fine. Like, I did 10 minutes at the top, and then I did 7 at the top of the second half. And the 7 at the top of the second half, I just loved it. I mean, I was just really enjoying myself. And it was just a bang, bang. And the audience were just right there. And so it was just, yeah, I'm not just relaxed, I'm actively enjoying myself.
It does seem as well you do thrive on an audience and you'll give more and be funnier if we laugh more. There is a certain resentment, it seems, with comedians. If we don't laugh enough in the beginning, you're going to give up.
It's you know, it's like sex. You know, I have a tendency to analogize everything in a sexual context. But it is like you can be a fantastic lover, but then if you get somebody who just lies there and doesn't do anything and, you know... You're not going to be able, you know, you need someone who's also good. There's a pair of you involved. You know, you can, and that's just how it works. You didn't do anything. You lay there and did nothing, and you have the cheek to question my technique. At least I have a technique, poor or idiosyncratic as it may be. It's that you did nothing but lie there, you know. And sometimes you can have an audience like that. You go, that wasn't very good. Well, I'm sorry, but I require an audience to have at least a minimum level of energy. But that's a general bitchy thing. I did go to a late show here last night, and I did see some of the comics not getting what they deserved. I wasn't on, but I was laughing and I was enjoying it, and I was in the minority. You know, there was a lot of the audience was really dead. I don't know if late night was hot, but I felt for the comedians on that stage.
Talk to me about life here in Montreal then, being a comedian with all these other guys around you. I mean, you sit here in the bar and there's just everybody passing. Do you like that? Because, I mean, it's a very solitary life normally, your life on the road.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. It's my favourite thing about coming to this festival. I used to come to the festival. I still have in the back of my mind this notion that, you know, I'll do a great set and somebody from Paramount will see me and go, you're perfect for this vehicle, you know. And everybody has that in the back of their head. As much as they'll say, ugh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm only here on holiday. Really? I know how wealthy you are. You could be in the Bahamas right now. You would not choose to go on holiday to a mid-priced hotel in downtown Montreal. So there is always that career notion. But my favourite thing, the thing I really look forward to, is just hanging out with comics. They're calling it a comedy conference. There's an aspect of it now that they've separated out from the comedy festival that they call the comedy conference, where they have some round tables and some, you know, discussions about writing and all that. And that's what, to me, this festival has always felt like, as a conference. And I enjoy it. I enjoy standing around a hotel lobby with people from the industry, you know, just going, hey, have you heard about the new comedy delivery system they have in Japan? You know, that aspect of it is very appealing to me. Swapping road stories, seeing comedians you haven't seen before, bitching about comedians that aren't funny, praising comedians that are. Just, I love that whole, not networking in a professional way, in a sort of advancing your career way, just sort of just making new friends, and just, you know, it's great.
I think people outside of show business think that people within show business all know each other very well and see each other every day. The reality is you don't, because you're busy doing your own thing. So a thing like this is really rare, where you'd get, you know, Ross Noble sat 2 feet away from us next to Simon Anstall and you here. Yeah,
and it is, and you know, you sometimes maybe at the Edinburgh Fringe late night benefit gigs are the only time I see half these people. Stuart Lee is one of those people who he's not here this year. He's just one of those people who I just bump into at benefit gigs, you know. And so it's nice when you reach a level where you're touring and it's just you. It's nice to be back working with other comics again.
And it must be like having 50 spies who can tell you who's nicking your jokes, if that happens.
But then there's also the thing of it now 50 more people have seen my jokes and will be off stealing them. in a different territory, the Canadian territory, a territory I'm not in that often. You know, you worry about some South African comic who's going to come and just have my joke and take it to South Africa because I've never been there. I know there was a guy in Holland was doing that. It was just watching English comics and then taking their jokes and doing them in Dutch. And then Party is going, well, I'm never going to do my jokes in Dutch. And Party is like, no, that's not fair.
It's difficult to know what these audiences are, because when they say who's here, any Brits in, there'll be about 3 or 4, and then there's a few Americans, but it is mainly Canadian, because we are here in Montreal. There aren't many people going to fly all this way just to see you for 10 minutes, are there?
No, when they can see me eventually get to their town on this never-ending tour I've been doing.
But I'm saying people don't care about you.
No, but eventually I will get to wherever they live. I will do a gig within 10 miles of it. So yeah, it would be pointless to come all this way.
All right, listen, we're going to let you go and get back to all this networking. Let's hope you can earn lots of money getting new gigs from all these people who are going to offer you TV shows and everything like that, and movies. I think Hollywood's next for you.
That would be fun, yeah. But I think it's more likely Hollywood, Northern Ireland. But that would be nice.
What's your website? Because I know you're touring here, there and everywhere.
edbyrne.com. I'm in the West End in September, and then I'm back on tour in November.
Is that fun doing the West End, or is it just a lot of Japanese tourists?
I don't know yet. I only did the West End once before, and I opened my show on the 10th of September 2001. So it's really hard to gauge what the West End is like, because I haven't done it since.
Is it easy to be funny on the 12th of November 2001?
Funnily enough, I cancelled the show on the 11th, and I did it on the 12th, and that was the best show of the run. There was an immense sense of, yes, we all need a laugh.
The Broadway people said that people just needed to do something.
Yeah. What was weird though, I cancelled the show on the 11th, and people complained that I cancelled the show at such short notice. And if I cancelled it in advance, it would have looked a bit suspicious.
Ed Byrne, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for talking to me. You're a huge star. I appreciate you coming back on the programme because you should have learnt your lesson the first time.
Oh, no, I appreciate you taking the time to speak to me.
What is it, edbyrne.com?
edbyrne.com, yeah.
Thanks, Ed Byrne.